Hej Kolbond.
Oj.
Oh no.
What happened?
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't think it saved last time.
That's...
Oh.
Well, Oh no. Why did it launch on Twitch with that title?
With what title?
D&D. It just went with the last title I used. Come on. 999. Come on. 999 Nunnery Games. Let's go. Start.
Hold
Let's
on.
see.
Let me test some things. This could be really bad.
It could be really bad. But I'm sure I believe in you. So, putting up the thing. Seekers! It's stream time! It's time for the end of 999! Come on. This is going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing! I hope you guys are prepared to suffer. Because I'm going to make you suffer. Oh,
Well, damn.
how much? So for the first time in a while, on YouTube it says excellent connection for the stream. That makes me happy.
Oh, we are screwed. You know what the earliest save I think we have is?
No.
Is it at the start of last session?
It would be back in the hospital room.
God.
Hospital room?
And I can't quick skip.
Oh my god.
When were we in a hospital room?
In the middle part of the game, Star.
Remember when a snake vanished? That room.
Uh,
Don't
Have to go through the wheelhouse again and stuff.
don't you have save state?
That's what the save state is, genius.
The only
Oh.
save that he has is the start of last session, which means we have 2 hours of content to skip through.
Wait,
Can't
no.
skip through it. It doesn't give us the power.
No, we have 2 hours of content to
Wait.
hit the next dialogue button over. Again, and
Wait,
again,
wait a second.
and again.
Wait a second. Last stream of this game, we started after Santa just got out with.
I know, and the save is gone.
The save's gone.
The save
the
is
save-
gone.
Oh no.
Wow.
Look for the file itself. Maybe
That-
it's something.
No.
No, it's gone. It's been overwritten by a previous save file somehow.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
So, Wonderful. Wonderful. You know what? We can handle another session of 999.
No, it's fine. Let's just do the stream. I'm going to be spending the time catching everything up because we know how the power. We know how the. Fuck.
So yeah, let's skip the remaining pre-stream and just start and figure something out.
Just be quiet. Shush.
it's kind of awkward if you tell me to be quiet, but I'm supposed to be here streaming.
I know. Just talk about something else. I got a lot of catching up to do because this stupid save.
Oh, right.
Oh god, it
Oh, thanks
was
for believing.
that back.
Oh my god, that hospital?
Yes! Yes!
I thought you were talking about a flashback or something. That's
No!
That's terrifying. Wow.
We lost so much fucking progress.
Why would technology just do that? Just piss you off for no reason. That's awful.
Yeah, at
So, do
minimum
you guys
this is
want to
going to
talk?
be
Do
the
you guys
next
want to talk
hour.
about metamorph rays or something?
Morphogenic
Mid-
rays.
You guys want to talk about morphogenic rays?
Morphogenic fields.
Fields?
Fields.
And how bullshit that is?
No.
You want to talk about how, despite all the morphogenic fields, they just suddenly bring out, and then we have Alice. What? Yeah, because she's all ice. So Alice. It's this story. It feels like this story. It feels like this story is kind of cool, but all of a sudden it's devolving into some weird sci-fi nonsense. Like it's really falling apart at the very end with the whole ancient Egyptian, the whole ancient Egyptian priestess and all that stuff, you know.
I mean, to be fair, the whole Alice thing for now is just the fact that it's just about the ice that doesn't melt.
Yeah, and the
For now,
lady,
it's
in,
just
the lady
that,
inside the ice that doesn't melt.
I mean, if the ice doesn't, I don't see why it should also the corpse. I mean, you know what I mean. Fuck it. No, but seriously, like at this point you're going to say this and not at the fact that Junpei just remembers something that happened in another route.
I find, you know, at least him remembering something in Red Room. I find it him at least remembering something that happened in the route to be something that, you know, vaguely interesting. Of, oh, okay, so that's the whole morphogenic field and all that, and it's like the ancient lady. She lives within the ice. Woo!
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't. They haven't said that Alice is alive. Like at all. The only thing of importance is the fact that the ice around her doesn't melt, and so her body just remains the same.
Okay.
Like if it just comes out at the end that Alice is actually alive and then she just starts to beat everyone up at the end, I'm gonna agree with you. But for now, it's just a dead corpse preserved really fucking well.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close the door.
Over. Please. Just stop talking.
Oh my god! Look at how much Bomber's suffering. Like this is the skip speed. The skip speed because he this is how fast he's allowed to skip through all the dialogue. It's still slow enough that he can still read it all. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Oh, he has to also do he has to solve all the puzzles also. No!
Yes.
Yes, and remember how many puzzles?
I
Oh,
have
God.
to go through the captain's quarters, the wheelhouse, and the library, and the room we were just in.
You know, there's only so much I can talk about this one thing.
And now talk about the ship of this.
Yeah, now let's talk about the ship of Theseus.
The ship of Theseus, if you
And we'll
replace
have to go
every
through
part in
the
the
detailed
ship, is it still
explanation of
the
the
same ship?
morphogenic field
Well,
again.
apparently the kneel of the ship can't be replaced, otherwise the ship just fucking dies, so that's the part of the ship that really matters. The replaceable part. Because isn't that the whole reason why the Go Mary had to like be put down in One Piece? By the way, spoiler
What?
for like the very first arc of One Piece.
I don't think it's a spoiler if you got that completely wrong.
The Going Mary.
Yeah.
The Going Mary, the first ship.
How about you stop bringing it up if you think it's a spoiler?
Because fuck them.
Yeah, you
Listen,
you just
listen.
fucked
If you
up
haven't watched, if you
the
haven't watched that,
context.
if you haven't watched that,
and-
if you haven't watched that first little bit, the first tiny portion of One Piece, guess what? You're not watching One Piece.
Or-
If you don't care about spoilers.
Star.
Yeah.
Going married doesn't appear until way later.
The goat ship.
Yes,
Yeah,
that one
that
doesn't
appears
appear until
later.
way later. He starts in a goddamn barrel.
Star, do not trust your mind, okay?
What are we gonna do? Do you guys have anything you want to talk about 999?
Yeah, do you have anything to discuss? Star.
I don't know. Are you smart? I'd like to say
There
if
was so
anyone
much
just
pettiness.
if anyone
in
happened
that
just
war.
if anyone just happens to wander in, I need to say technical issues. We love them here. They're a staple of the channel. They show up every now and then when they're least expected, and you don't want them. Just like me. Oh my god. I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of things I could talk about, but I just feel like on the stream for this game, it just feels really awkward to just be like, okay, while we're just waiting to skip through to reach the point where we were, you know, let's just start talking about some random stuff. Like, say, for example, I don't know, take one of the stories which we never, like, you know, we created for no, wait, we can't do that. We can't do the creative answer, any of that nonsense here. Also, because most of it's not even done yet. What could we do? We can't talk about... You know what? It's a matter for the channel. You want to talk about D&D? The Fragile Frontier campaign? I need to learn.
I mean, sure.
I need to learn that instead of just filling up with like half words, I should just stop talking now and then. You know, Josh himself once said, okay? You're less
Breaking
respectable.
news: VTuber learns that.
Breaking
Sorry,
news!
go on.
After almost 3 years, the YouTuber slash streamer learns that they have to stop speaking to speak better. Because it's a matter of if you're talking and you don't know the exact word to fill in, instead of like going you just stop. Just stop talking for a moment, collect your thoughts, fill out your next sentence. You know, I used to do that all the time. I used to be really slow talking, so whenever I talk to someone, I used to just say a little bit, pause, say more, and everyone around me thought was a problem, okay? So I was forcefully like taught to stop thinking before I speak. And now this is the situation where I just don't think before I speak. And now everyone has to deal with the consequences. You know? My parents realized that they probably shouldn't have corrected me back then. Because back then I actually spoke and I actually knew what I was gonna say. Now I don't know what the words coming out of my mouth are gonna be.
god.
So yeah, that's the story of why I'm really bad at talking.
Good for you. I am bad at talking because apparently my brain just forgets words.
Okay. Skip speed.
Don't worry about it. That's normal. It's called being
Wait, I
ADHD.
just realized, Bomber, you're an emulator. Can't you increase the clock speed of
Yes.
the game?
That's not how that works.
Okay. I'll believe you. I'll choose to believe you for now.
Of course, you have to believe them. You don't know how this works.
You know, some people say that you need to rely. Some people say you need to rely on the experts, but I don't know. How do we know if they know what they're talking about? Or are they just using words we just don't
Besides, I'd rather
understand?
not mess with anything because it could mean we have to do this whole fucking thing again.
Now, seriously, they say they trust the experts, but how do you know they actually know anything about what the topic is, right? Because they could just be speaking in ways that you just don't understand. No?
I just love this game just because of the fact that I can literally say at any point in time morphogenic fields and I can rage bait the star.
Shit. Wait. How dare you? Come on, man. Where's your sense of honor? Put away your morphogenic fields for a
I
moment.
am
Okay? Put your morphogenic fields, just put them away. We don't need them. They do not help. They are awful.
Bastard. Think of the rats.
What do I care about the rats? What's Rachel going to do with this, huh? We're gonna pull out the bag of infinite rats. We're gonna dive into the rat dimension. We'll get out your D20. I'm gonna roll.
Bastard, don't you remember? The more rats know something,
Ah!
even more rats know that thing.
Ah!
Isn't science amazing?
Isn't science amazing when we just make shit up? Oh my god. I can't believe this. What is this nonsense? Why do I have to be here? Why have to talk to you about this? Why can't we talk about something more interesting, like, I don't know, the mechanics of a dragon enslaving a pair of goblins as under slaves, and they revolt against it, but he doesn't realize because they're tiny, they're so tiny, and they just hide.
Which dragon are we talking about?
I don't know, let's say a red dragon, because why not? Let's just imagine a story, but that's a red dragon, he just enslaves the whole goblin colony, okay? So he thinks he enslaved like about 200, like about 35 goblins, okay? They're actually 300 goblins, but he can't tell the difference between all of them. So Dave just decided to take up the routine of only 35 goblins at a time being on quote-unquote active slave duty, where they work underneath him, and the remaining 270 goblins are just out and about, and he just doesn't even know that they're part of his colony. And then the dragons have, the goblins have shifts as well. So just imagine that. It's like, aha! Well, before you get to me, says the dragon, you have to take on my goblin colony of 35 goblins. And then the adventurers go in like, okay, fine, we're gonna go and deal with them. And you just like walk in and you just realize there are 300 goblins there. Like, what? And the adventurers get beaten up into the goblin, and then the dragon just thinks that these 35 goblins are just really, really elite goblins. He doesn't know that they're actually 300.
Be right back.
But in the actual pack.
What do you think? I just spitball that.
I mean, as a short story, it's hilarious.
It's just an idea, I guess, a starting point. Wait, what am I talking about? I should probably talk about something else like Ace or something. Ace has really terrible
Sorry,
fashion
like
sense,
what?
doesn't he? This man on screen.
Honestly, I like his
I
fit.
love the Seto Kaiba fit.
I'm dressed like an evil teenage multimillionaire. Here to beat you up in a card game.
I mean, Ace certainly was probably similar to Seto Kaiba in his youth.
I mean, he did run an entire killing game for fun. Oh yeah, quote unquote, for
No.
science.
For science, there's a difference.
Listen,
Yes, the
You
fact
know
that
what?
they
I
were
appreciate-
betting on it is absolutely circumstantial.
listen. It's a totally valid scientific question. How much fun will I have if I murder this orphan girl? It's a very scientific question. How much fun will I have?
That's not the science, and you know it.
It is the science. It's science enough. Listen. If it's science to murder people for testing out a morphogenic field or whatnot, it's science enough to kill people to test out the gravity field. Or it's science enough to test people of how much blood truly can a small 10-year-old orphan girl lose before she dies. Exactly how much. That is science if you think about it.
Why don't you draw a thing?
I am looking for references of poses.
For who?
For Alice. Okay, I think I found one. It's really weird. Because we can talk about
What?
anything we want pertaining to this subject. But what could we talk about? Like, if it was just a matter of just
About
talking about anything whatsoever, then we have so many other topics we could go into. But it's a matter
Well,
of...
sir, there was a big plot twist last time.
What was the plot twist?
We got to see the perspective of what happened. Like, Seven remembered everything. And also, someone died.
Was that a plot twist?
That person's name was Kane.
Oh my god, yes! Like I told you, she's the villain!
Ow.
Yeah, how is she a villain? Because she's dead but not dead. And also, like, she's at the moment she's being held at gunpoint by Santa.
It's all a ploy. They're working together. She is an evil lady.
What makes you think they're working together?
I don't see how I
Okay,
need to say this.
that's a bad question.
I don't see.
That is a bad
I
question.
don't see how
you
I
know
need
why?
to talk about it. What's up?
You know why that's a bad question. It's because we already know who's got what bracelet.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
She has the 9, he has the 0.
Yeah, that's true.
So her bracelet was wrong and his bracelet was wrong. It was different also at the same time.
Wait a second.
But also, didn't I tell you? They could reverse the order and it would still work, right? They could
No,
reverse the order.
wait.
If she could be 9, he could be 0. I mean, if she could be 0 and he could be 9.
Now, apart from that, here's the thing. Like, I think that Akane has the 9, but apart from that, then
I'm
what
having to
about the
click
9th?
my mouse every 5 seconds
I
to
just,
progress this game.
I really quickly need to ask.
The 9th?
Yeah.
What about the 9th man?
He was 6. He had June's number. No, wait. The bracelet 6.
No, her bracelet's 9. It's upside down.
No. The other bracelet. The 0
The 9th
bracelet.
man.
The bracelet that says 0 is 6.
It's not. There is no 6.
It is. The bracelet that says 0, we tested
Oh, right,
it. It's
from the
not 0.
corpse.
It's actually 6.
From the corpse. Gotcha.
Yeah, the bracelet is 6, which is why we deduced June is 9. And because June is 9, Santa is 0. Because that's how that works. You know?
Wait a second that I have to pull out my calculator for a quick thing. So
It's because the game uses too much logic.
5 plus 10. Snake is 2, right?
Yes, Snake Eyes 2.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now the puzzle is south.
So yes, Snake is 2. You got any other questions?
West. Southwest. Northwest. Easts.
Also, isn't Santa like surprisingly good at the whole nunnery games thing? The calculations?
It's because he already did it.
Alright, one second that because I'm trying to remember something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
In
Oh.
the first ending we
Uh,
got
Yeah.
it to pass the number 9 door. It was Junpei, 7, Snake, and they also had the 0 bracelet, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, Snake didn't. Snake didn't use his bracelet. Remember, Snake.
He took off his arm.
Yeah, he took out the bracelet because he had the robot arm.
He took off his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Then I shouldn't count him.
Yeah, he was there, but
So
he was there illegal,
Right.
like a criminal. Criminal, this mastermind.
so the only So wait. So the number 5 Junpei, 7, and then 0 that we know isn't 0.
Yeah, 0.
There were
the
any
0
other
bracelet is 6.
Yeah, the 0 bracelet is 6.
Listen, Santa is a what? What is Santa?
Santa
We can
is
see my favorite moment though.
Okay, listen. Santa's 3, right? San 3, but he's actually 0.
Yeah.
So that means that the ninth man was 3, which means how the ninth man.
wait.
The ninth man managed to get through though.
No, there were. That bracelet was still a 9.
There are 2 9s.
Yes.
I thought the whole process of this was you can't double bracelet. Hold up.
No,
Oh.
they never said you can't double bracelet.
1 second. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I see. So basically there is no bracelet with the 6 and no bracelet with the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the bracelet 0 is 6 in reality, but that side, so
I feel like I should just hold this up to the mic. Just to let you hear what I've been doing for the past 30 minutes. Gameplay!
okay,
I think I know
so
what the problem is. I just hate that it's the problem. It's because we made a save in a save state.
oh god.
That's what I think it is. How did the save corrupted? I don't know. I just know that this sucks.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any consolation, we get to see Clover happy again.
Okay, I'm back. I won't have to leave.
Cool. Let's see the happy Clover.
Happy Clover! It's not the app Clover. It's not my Clover.
Yep, here she is. Hold on. Here we go.
Huzzah! Morphogenic fields. Let's go, baby.
Here we go. I love this scene.
Thank you.
Come on. Give me the picture, dang it. There we go.
Ayo!
Happy Clover.
Aww. It's adorable. So tell me, how many people have
Yeah.
you killed, Clover?
At this point, none.
Morphogenic fields.
That's not how those work.
I just don't understand that. Okay, listen. I need you to tell me. What was the point of that entire ending where, Junpei found June dying in the church?
I'm back.
And then she just, that was the game over. And then
Yeah.
he looked away and he looked back and Junpei was gone. And
Well,
June was
let's-
gone. What was the
we're
point
getting
of
to
that? If she's not
We're
the bad guy, what could that mean?
Star, we're getting to that. If anything, you should be able to piece things together.
She's the bad guy. She's Alice. No. 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 No?
Sorry,
That's also a no.
sorry.
Okay.
Do you think that Akane is Egyptian? Sorry, what the fuck?
Race changing. Listen, she could have the race changing surgery.
What the fuck?
Morphogenic
I
fields.
Not how they work, Star.
I
It's
think this
information
game.
sharing. Morphogenic fields is only information sharing.
Listen, this lady frozen in ice for over 100 years can come back to life. This is
How do you-
impossible. I know it.
How do you know she's alive?
I know it because Clover's bio says that she's friends with her.
Started Googling,
No,
and
listen.
listen, you're wrong, Star.
I googled Clover's name. Her name's actually
Yeah, cool.
Cloverfield.
And you believe everything you believe everything you read off the internet?
There's also a lot of art of Alice.
We'll get to that. Stop fucking spoiling your shelf.
Well,
Yeah, that's a it. She doesn't appear in this game. It's a sequel thingy.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay, cool,
I'm
Bond, you get-
retroactively taking away points for the logic of this franchise because they set it up here.
Star, I'm going to tell you this. It makes sense when you're not fucking jumping ahead.
Yes. You're working with you're working with a third of the information you need.
Hey, you want to know how much this is hell to me?
I'm just trying to figure out I'm just trying to figure out how June betrayed us.
Hey, Star, you want to know why this is hell to me?
What's hell to you? What's hell to you? What do you mean?
Do you hear that?
Oh yeah, the glitch, the electronic glitching.
What the
No.
fuck are you?
What are you
The
talking
clicking
about?
noise.
I don't hear the dialogue. The dialogue clicking.
I guess it doesn't pick up on my mic.
I can only hear it from the game.
Okay, well, I tried. I'm having to click this mouse every second to progress things. Alright.
Now you say it, I don't know if I'm hearing it or if I'm just imagining it now.
It's not against the mic anymore.
I'm just imagining it then.
At this point, you are. I'm not holding my hand up to the mic.
Morphogenic fields! It's happening!
Oh, God.
The morphogenic fields have come to me.
Stop blaming everything on morphogenic fields.
Never! We had to listen to this. We had to listen to that Stadia talk about the stupid dog picture for so long when they were about to die. And then a motor death puzzle was like, listen, we have 9 hours. I'm gonna take half an hour to talk to you about this dog picture. It's like, listen, we're locked in the freezer. We're freezing to death. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about the ice that doesn't freeze. Is any of it with us? No. Is it useful as an invasion form? No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
in their defense, I don't think they talked about Alice in the freezer.
But they at least talk about the ice. They talked the whole story about the ice. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Huh? Like, legitimately, what were they doing?
Dying. All ice, Alice. All ice, Alice.
I just like to imagine, okay? If Santa actually is zero, what was he thinking just sitting there knowing, like, he set the puzzle, he knows the solution, and he's just like, what are these people doing? Why are they just
You know
sitting
what?
here and
How about we
talking
ask a
about
question
this?
you haven't. You know what? Let's ask a question then, okay?
Oh, this is it. This is Alice.
Yeah.
You can see a belly button.
Wait a second.
Yes.
If either Santa or Akane are zero,
Yes.
that means they were the because they were the one who were explaining Ice 9 to us in the freezer.
No. What? Were they? Wasn't Santa the one who's
It-
like, "Oh,
it-
I'm freezing, but I really want to know more. Tell me more."
Yeah.
Who was it who told
It was
about,
the
who talked
children.
about
What
Ice
the
9?
fuck?
Now I think about who was it? I think
I
the moment we
I
walked
think
in
it
there.
was Akane.
Yeah, I think it was Akane because the moment we walked in there, it was Akane, Lotus, J- Akane.
No, Lotus
Yeah, Lotus was locked out.
outside.
No. Akane, Lotus, Santa, and Junpei. But Lotus was like, nope, I am naked. I'm not going to be in here. And she just left. And then the other three, which was Junpei and the two people we think might be Zero, they were the ones talking about this bullshit. And I'm just imagining if either of them were Zero, who know the answer to the puzzle and everything, why are they just sitting here and they're actively dying and just talking about this?
Let me check something.
Because that was like crazy. Like, what were they doing? Because one of them have to be the bad guy. It has to be one of them. Why were they just sitting there like on the verge of freezing to death, just talking about this? That's insane, right?
Just testing something.
Feel free to test all you want, as long as you don't test my patience. That's not a trap, by the way. It's just, I'll fail.
How do you do that clock thing you were talking about?
Oh, settings game speed? Because it's an emulator, you could change the game
What
speed.
setting game speed?
What emulator?
System.
Which emulator are you using?
It should be under systems, right?
I'll just Google it. Which one are you using?
Oh,
It's Melon.
Is it the 3DS?
one.
Yes.
It's a regular DS.
No DS. Melon DS.
Okay, 1 second. Increase game speed. Go to the config menu. Wait 1 second. Config, input and hotkeys, general hotkeys, set a keybind for fast forward, previously called frame skip.
Config.
Yeah, config.
There isn't a config menu.
I'm literally looking. I'm looking at the forum for melons.
System.
Oh, here it is. Config. What one?
Input and hotkeys.
Uh-huh.
General hotkeys. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then it's called fast forward, previously called frame skip.
Let me try.
Because a lot of emulators do this because a lot of old RPGs are just really, really slow.
Okay, Melon.
Yes! It
Oh,
did it!
Jesus.
It worked!
Shut up, Ace.
This is how I got to the original Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, Trails of Gold Steel game. No, Trails of the Sky, that's the original series. My favorite RPG series. Because when they sell it on you on Steam, they actually sell you a kind of emulator version where you can just click a button to turbo speed the game. This is so much faster now.
Okay.
But you
Now I need to enter 35, 14, 27, 24. Enter. Let's leave.
I'm just so confused right now.
About what?
Like, I'm just trying to think about this. Why did June do the weird collapsing thing that one time?
Okay, start. Let's get some pieces, shall we? What is the motivation of this game? Why is this game happening with the people that's in it?
to test the morphogenic fields.
That was the original game. This game right now.
Revenge.
Okay. Revenge on who?
Revenge on Ace, who's the big bad. Then
Okay.
revenge on.
So here's my question for you. Who does Santa take through the door with him?
Akane.
Lotus and Ace.
And
Akane.
Lotus and Ace, huh?
why is they taking Ace to the exit? If this is a revenge thing.
To fucking shoot him with the gun at the end exit or something?
Okay, well here's another question for you. If it's a revenge thing, why the fuck are you there?
Because we're actually the legitimate son of Ace.
What?
All right.
What the fuck?
All right. Explain then why the rest of them are here.
Alright.
Lovers.
What the?
Okay, let's go this one at a time. We know why Ace is here. Why is Snake here?
Snake is here because he was on the previous game. Clover's here because she was on the previous game too. Let's see.
Santa?
Santa's here because he was, I think, in the previous game. Yes, he was also in the previous game. But wasn't his sister also in the previous game?
Yes.
But his sister is dead. But Akane is the one who's listed dead.
Wait.
Santa's,
Wait a second,
Santa's
because
little sister is dead.
I just remember something.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, did they say that the location in what was it, Texas? Was
What?
The location? No.
now there were two locations: the ship and another facility.
Yeah,
One
it was
and
a facility in the Nevada desert.
Yeah, and if I
Area
remember correctly,
51.
they said. No, shut up.
Also,
I
that
remember-
is in
if I-
Nevada,
if I-
not Texas.
He said
Shut
Nevada.
up. If I remember
It's
correctly,
in the Mojave Desert.
Oh, Mojave. Follow.
can I talk, motherfucker?
Over them. Okay, go ahead.
Didn't we saw through 7 flashback? Like we saw a white-haired kid that that had much more focus than the others.
Yeah,
That must have been Santa, I think.
probably. Yes.
Did they say that only the facility on the ship was deadly? Or was
Yeah.
it also the one in
No.
Nevada?
In the ship was deadly. Outside the facility, they were just told what the answers were and told to submit it. So the people on land wouldn't be dying.
Yeah, but if Santa was on the ship, his sister then was on the facility in Nevada.
Yeah, but his sister died.
Yeah.
Did she die after the fact, or did he just kill her for funsies?
Well, I guess we will find out soon.
That was so strange.
Keep rushing. Just keep going. We're in the library.
Oh, nice. We're pretty close to reaching where we were. This is so strange. Now I think about it.
Now, if
Why is
Like,
Danganronpa easy to
we know
comprehend?
that- it's not necessarily easier to comprehend, it's just the fact that
More digestible.
Danganronpa. Yeah, because everything is crazy in Danganronpa. Everyone is everything is up to 12. Meanwhile, this is a little bit, I mean, a little bit more grounded. It's still very much anime, but it's still grounded enough. So it might be that, but yeah. Now for almost everyone, so
Yes.
yeah, we have Snake who was a previous participant. We have Clover who was like that.
She was in the Nevada, Mojave, whichever it was.
Yeah.
Either
We have
51 or
Santa.
Hoover Dam.
Yeah, we have Santa who was, of course, a participant.
Yes.
We have Ace who coordinated things. The Ninth Man who also coordinated the things.
632-415. 632-415.
We have Seven who was the detective, which
Seven,
is
yeah,
which is
Seven, Mr. Mountain.
which is
He was
yes,
the detective.
which is yeah, which is strange because if this is a revenge,
Revenge
why
against you for
include
saving me, you bitch.
I mean, it could very much be a case of revenge for saving me, but not my sister.
Where was your sister? Doesn't matter. You didn't save her. She was on your side of the world.
So, yeah, apart from that, then... Huh. Yeah, Akane
is
in this
dead.
limbo if we have... Akane should be dead,
So
but
it is
isn't.
either it's a replacement or the files were marked fake or something. How old was Akane? How long ago was that, by the way, the previous experiment? 9 years
9
ago?
years.
9 years ago.
How long did you... When did Junpei... When did Junpei, like, know Akane? Was it
9 years ago.
Junpei knew
So-
They were childhood friends.
9 years.
So wait,
They were childhood friends.
until 9 years ago.
They knew.
That means this.
No, no.
That means this
I
must be a
mean,
total stranger.
I mean, to be fair, we know that they at one point just drift apart, but we don't know when specifically.
But if she died, then the question would be, who's this?
Well, here's
Yeah,
a good question, Star. What happened in the ending where we fucked up?
Which one? There were two of them.
You know, the one where we ended in the church
Okay.
room. What happened to Akane when we failed?
She died of the flu. Like a Victorian
And
era child. And then Zero said that we lost, I lost.
No.
Wait a second.
You didn't lose. I lost.
Yes.
But what
Actually-
happened to June?
June disappeared. He ran off like a little scamp.
No.
I mean, if she ran off, she
disappeared.
would have.
She disappeared. She didn't run.
Yeah, if she ran, Junpei would have noticed.
Would have noticed.
Also, I just noticed something. Like, in this run, we are much more, like, in contact with Akane. Am I the only one who noticed that she doesn't have as much of a fever as the run where we fucked up?
Considering the timeline, I imagine that, originally I thought the fever was she was injected with something. But she doesn't seem to have any signs of having a fever right now. which is odd. I'm no good at puzzle games. Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do
So,
this a puzzle game?
okay. So, that aside, Akane aside, we have Lotus, who
Lotus is the
he
computer
is-
engineer. She is probably working alongside them. She's probably working for the same company.
yeah, she
Her,
I
actually,
mean,
her son was
maybe-
in the game.
Oh my god, you're
I
right.
mean,
Her son was in the game.
Yeah, her two daughters were in the game.
Oh, she didn't have a son. You're right. She didn't have a son.
She had two daughters. Both were in the Nonary games, and when they came back, they didn't seem the same.
They were traumatized.
Hold
Oh, are
on.
you saying that they were actually replaced with androids?
No, why do you keep jumping to the most extreme answer?
Because I think Sarah is trying to throw shit at the wall and see if it works.
Listen, if it works, I'm a genius. If it doesn't work,
You look like a moron.
nothing changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. Apart from everything, the fuck is Junpei here for?
Yeah, why
Junpei-
is Junpei here, Star?
Junpei is
Yeah,
here
because-
Akane is a childhood friend.
That's it.
Either that or it's
But
because he's
why
actually
would
a
that
secret
be
murderer.
Important.
He must have maybe he was also in the game, but he just suppressed his memory.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe Zero just has a man crush on Junpei.
I mean, we know for sure that Akane has a crush on Junpei.
Akane,
Because-
yeah. But you know, we
Yeah.
have other person who could be who would be Zero.
I mean, we also said that Zero could be like two people at once.
It
So
could be Julius.
Okay.
yeah, but still,
South. West.
Airlines.
Southeast.
When you want to fly, but you don't
actually
need,
sea lines. But
you know, Southwest Airlines. When you want to get there in one piece or a casket.
East.
No.
all right,
That's
yeah,
that's the
Oh,
Delta. No, wait, it's Boeing.
Hooray, I got the
all
prize.
right.
To be fair, Boeing
Alright,
has been
that-
dropping the ball a lot in safety.
I mean, I was going to say something. I think I don't want to say it because I value my safety.
Good. Yeah, that's the self-preservation going on right there. It's almost like the French.
Yeah, but that aside,
It's the coffin.
It's all ice.
But in this case, it's no ice.
Someone stole the ice. Oh no.
Okay.
What do we do? They stole the ice. Can you believe that? What assholes?
I need the side 2, 3, 8, 1.
We're really close now, aren't we? We're like maybe like under 5 minutes away from the end, from where we left off.
yeah, technically.
Hold on. Yeah, that's right. What? Let me think this through.
So wait. Why was
But
okay? So Snake was like put away to like kind of trick.
Give me a second. Let me do. That's 10. No, reset. So it's 5, 4. Yeah, so that wouldn't work.
Okay.
3, 6. 1, 4, 5.
do you want me to look up the answer?
No, I got it.
I'm gonna go for jetpack.
Be safe.
Okay, so this one is 4, 5, 6. This one is the rest.
Actually, did we finish this area before?
Star, what part of we lost our save did you not get when we started this stupid thing?
The part that we passed through this area. Like it looks
We
really,
ended in
it
the
looked
middle.
like really close to where we left off.
It's because where's where we left off? Fuck! You are not this dense.
That's debatable.
I'm just trying to figure out where we reached the end of this the.
We were in the
previous
middle
area.
of. We were in the. God. We were in the middle of Snake. No, in the middle of. That's not what.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I can't solve puzzles and argue with you the whole time. We were in the middle
Don't
of
argue with me
7,
then.
recalling his memories.
Oh right, that.
Ah, God. It hurts. It really hurts.
Yeah, I know. Losing save data is really painful.
Wait. It's this one. Okay.
I love how people just stop and be like, wait, I remember now. Exposition time. And it's like, 50 minutes until we all die.
Hey, we're back! Fuck!
My god.
Okay, so either way, if we do recall, we had 7 remember his memories after seeing this picture. And we were in the middle of his flashback of saving the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever put out the ping?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just like making sure of things.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he was sneaking around all sly. Kids are getting put on the boat. Someone knocks him out with a needle. He wakes up. We got this. He's looking around. He hears kids in the distance. Does the great thing.
He managed to pull open the grate, which is amazing.
The incinerator's about to go off.
Oh, there we go, Santa.
He made a rope out of the bed
I'm
sheet.
back.
Yeah.
I
Ninja
think at
we're
this
here.
point,
We're back here.
Yeah, I can see it. I think at this point you can.
No, it's
Not
almost
yet.
there.
I know exactly when we're ending off. So he's going insane.
Yeah, this little bitch. How dare he get so angry that the people he's trying to murder
And on the
don't wanna
right
get
was the
murdered.
familiar metal door with the black and yellow stripes and the device next to the wall. On the door was the red incinerator. Where are we? Yeah, Hongu must still be in there. It looks like it's been shut off, though. Wait, what? If he's still in
Det
there...
var trappan
Yeah,
upp
that's not
som vi
good.
var på.
Seven grunted. Fine. The other door. Go into the other door. Hurry! The children began to run, and Seven followed close behind them. This is where we ended. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Seven shouted. They didn't need to be told twice. Up and up and up they went. Their feet pounded against the steps, and their arms churned the air. Round and round and round they went, like a human tornado. The stairway kept going. They passed a couple of rooms that looked...
Look
Hey,
at
I
him.
wonder who that is!
Oh my god! Even though he's blind, he's running really well. That's amazing. Wow, look over there in the back. Look at Seven.
He's blind, not incapable.
Look at Seven.
Yeah. They passed a couple rooms that looked like dance halls when the boy in the uniform spoke. Something's up. Kane's not catching up with us. Kane? My kid sister. The girl with the red bit tie.
Oh, that was his sister.
That was strange. Seven didn't remember seeing the name in the list of children who had gone missing. Hey, Kane! He cupped his hands across his mouth and yelled. There was no response. Maybe we outran her. Suddenly, the boy in the uniform stopped short. Seven stopped too, as did the boy in the jacket and the ponytailed girl. When did we do that? Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them. No, that's impossible. Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs. He turned to go. Hey, kid, wait. God damn it, I said wait! The boy didn't even seem to hear him. Fuck! Seven span around and yelled at the boy in the jacket and the girl in the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, alright? You got that? The girl nodded and began to run up the stairs. The boy, however, I'm going with you. Seven didn't have time to argue. Instead, he simply nodded and took off down the stairs. The boy in the jacket followed. They ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found. God damn it, where did she go? The boy in the uniform couldn't hide his frustration. Help me! Someone help me! It was a girl's voice. Akane! The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway that faced the incinerator. Seven and the boy in the jacket followed. Seven couldn't believe what he saw. Hongo had grabbed Akane by the arm and was doing his utmost to force her into the incinerator. Come on, god damn it, move! No, I don't want to. Let me go.
Okay, at this point,
Go.
the whole morphogenic test is kind of gone. He just wants to see a child get emulated. For science!
She had planted her feet
Look at that
firmly on the
expression!
floor and was doing
Look
her
at
best to
expression,
get away.
boy.
But Hongo was much larger than she was, and she wasn't going to win.
Guys, look at that
Kane!
expression.
The boy in the uniform shouted.
He wants
roared
to
with
go
anger,
flying so
charged towards
badly.
Hongo.
He's a beautiful man. We should give him a medal.
You came back! You're too late, idiot. Hongo lifted Akane's body from her feet and threw her, struggling, into the incinerator. Before Seven and the boy in the uniform could react, Hongo leapt through the door after her, then saw him land inside. And then the door slammed shut, and the finality of the great steel guillotine. With the finality of a great steel guillotine, the three of them ran through the door. They pushed and strained, trying desperately to get it open. Ah! Fuck, it's no use. The goddamn thing won't move an inch. The boy in the uniform cried out and began to slam his fist against the door. He hit it with such force, Seven feared his knuckles would shatter from the impact. Kane! Kane! Are you okay? Help me. Her voice was muffled from the door. The sheer terror in it was unmistakable. What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here. Where's Honku? He went out the other door. What? Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
What?
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration has been acknowledged. Are you fucking kidding me? Seven was at a loss. The same damn thing. Are you there? Connie's voice sounded close to tears. Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright? We're gonna figure a way to save you. If she could have seen the bloodless face on the boy in the uniform, his words would have seemed little more than a sick joke. Automatic incineration will take place in
Guys?
17 minutes.
Guys, I need to say.
Please help me. I'm
Science.
really, really scared. I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It's gonna be alright. I'll figure something out, I promise. You hear me? I promise. I could hear her muffled sobs on the other side of the door. The boy in the uniform tightened his fist. His knuckles were as bloodless white. Seven could tell he was holding back tears on his own.
Science.
It was silent. All they could hear was the creaking of the boat as it shifted in the water. They waited and waited, but Seven didn't continue. Is Koban there?
This is Junpei.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This is Junpei.
Oh, this is Junpei. Okay. What happened then? Junpei couldn't wait any longer. He had to know. Seven looked at the floor.
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I wanna remember that?
Then,
Yeah. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Seven shook his head. But there was something Junpei wanted to know. Are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So, if you could just tell me, did the girl Akane really... Seven stared straight ahead at nothing.
Yeah. I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended. We heard something burning.
Even after the fire stopped, they couldn't move. Seven and the boy in the jacket simply stood where they were, frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed, falling onto the floor in a jumble of limbs, like a puppet whose strings had been cut. A few more minutes passed. The door opened.
Guys, listen. It's just for science. There was
The
no
boy in the uniform ran in, stumbling over his own feet. Seven and the boy in the jacket followed, still too numb to speak.
No one here has
The air in
any
the incinerator was
satisfaction.
hot. Every breath made Seven's lungs feel like they were on fire. The air shimmered with heat. And in the middle of the room, beneath the waves of heat, there it lay. The boy in the uniform walked towards it, his legs shaking violently. Seven couldn't see his face, but his body looked somehow empty. Finally, he reached it. The boy collapsed to his knees, his legs no longer able to support him. Junpei felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A feeling of sickening anticipation washed over him. He could feel his body shivering. He desperately did not want to know the answer he feared he knew already, but he had to ask. He had to know for sure. Could I ask one more thing?
What?
The girl, Connie, what was her last name?
Move on.
What does that matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please.
You know what? If June just
I
said it
looked at
wasn't
Junpei
his.
curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Something inside Junpei stopped. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. He was a shell of flesh and bone. Seven turned to snake.
You were here that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. Somewhere far away, he could hear Seven and Snake talking. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover?
Hey, come on! Do you really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot, I was in Nevada building number Q! Like, I did hear the detective rescue the kids in the boat, but still, like, what? I don't know, I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment, and then rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
No.
Well, I guess I believe you.
You get
Clover nodded.
Come on.
Alright, let me ask you another question.
He stuck his hands into his pockets and then took a few steps. Then he stopped and turned to face them again.
Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. What? Wait, did you?
Well, yes, I know Aoi Kurashika was a brother, but I didn't know he was Santa, at least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make out that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
Evan.
When did you figure it out?
A short time ago, Clover told me Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. When she told me that, I had a feeling. Santa is Aoi? Hane Kurashiki, June's brother. That spark caught flame in Junpei's leaden mind, and the fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts. Junpei blinked. He was back. There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, a lot we don't know. But there's one thing we can say we know.
That.
The body we found in the shower room had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man. What kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Okay, well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder.
Dr. June.
Kabuta blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place? If Junpei is correct, the body in the shower room is Nijisaki's. That means all the people who were murdered were involved in the creation of the Notary Project. Kabuta, the man who conducted the actual experiments, Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant, Mushashido, the man who financed the project.
Wait, you mean it's all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister? Wait, then why are we here?
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. In fact, Junpei didn't think he knew. He didn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one. Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at the sudden knowledge and began to accept it. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Please tell me.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all nodded. The next target will be Gintaro Hongo.
Oh, please. The person who planned the Notary Project?
In other
Cool.
words, Ace.
There was a moment of silence. And then the room shook. Far away, there was a sudden rush of water.
Come on.
Well, what the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Yeah.
Come on, we need to get out of here. Clover.
How?
In the drawer that held the picture was also a key card. Junpei grabbed it. I'm betting this sucket opens the exit. Come on, let's go. Okay, so this one, that one, that one. Yep. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. And that was the final room of the game. Now that's all that's left is one puzzle and a lot of dialogue. So let's get reading.
We have one more session, unfortunately, because of nonsense.
We're going to finish today. I have some confidence. The door opened, we stumbled into the library. The shaking had stopped, but they knew the danger wasn't past. We ran across the hallway straight for the large metal door. Next to the door with the Uranus card reader. They slid the key card through, and the door rumbled open. Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out a key as he ran towards it. The key put into the lock was the Neptune key. He turned it. The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through it. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plate. It read Incinerator.
Oh,
So this is the incinerator.
wait, this is where Ace died the first time also.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
There ought to be 11 near the door. Yeah, right here. He ran up to it. Pull that, and the door should open. Got it. As he spoke, he pulled the lever. The motor in the door groaned and slowly ground open. There was no time to waste. As soon as the door was far enough to admit all of them, all four dashed through. Then suddenly, there before them were the four they parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Santa was curled in a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach. And then there was June. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted. What had happened? Junpei ran towards June. He skidded to stop right in front of her and knelt down. What's wrong? Are you okay? Her face was pale, her lips dry. When she spoke, she could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking. But what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. Wasn't feeling very good. Don't worry about it. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. I just need to rest a little bit longer. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, no time to rest. No time for the wicked. You shouldn't worry about me. You're the wicked.
He was looking towards Santa. Junpei looked at Well. Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
7. Go on.
Why? Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hid it somewhere?
Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him. I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
Well, ain't that obvious? I took the gun. Ace.
Because of course
He
he
had
did.
a revolver in his hand. It was
Wait,
pressed against Lotus's temple.
is this reused art?
Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was no sweat on her. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed desperately wanting to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I should say Gantaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical.
Seven's deep, baritonic rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered. You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain? Your pain of
Your pain of being a big ass fuck.
Okay, this Junpei should also not know in this run.
Junpei's voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be.
Okay?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that, Junpei couldn't say. He just knew.
Morphogenic
Another
fields.
unexplainable mystery.
Morphogenic
No matter.
fields.
If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in a small indication on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner. It beeped, and then he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well. Then, at last, he reached into his pocket of his jacket and pulled out something and pressed it against the panel. The third asterisk appeared on the red. The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9. It had belonged to the first man to die, Kabuta.
Oh, so there are 2 number 9s.
I believe I've won this game. His smirk made Junpei's blood boil. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose. Wait, something about the way he's spoken. Did Ace not know who Zero was? Junpei's eyes flickered towards Santa. He hadn't moved since they entered in this room. Santa was holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either. What the hell did Santa have up his sleeve this time? At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Wait.
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red, which, a sickening sense of finality, he pulled on it. What? Why isn't it opening? Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but at the last second, he grabbed a hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red. He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and then his own bracelet. He pulled the lever a second time.
Oh, because the number 9 is actually number 6, isn't it?
No!
No, wait.
What is this? Why? The digital root should be 9! It has to be a 9! Then why isn't it opening? Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red. Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to move, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. Good stuff.
Velhorn punch!
It was over before they knew it. In the blink of an eye, Ace was now on the floor. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain. Ugh. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
Oh.
Lotus.
Yeah, I made the sound. Oh, phew. That was close. That was too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Just one punch ain't enough. It ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I gotta rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked him up in a cell, we can have a little chat, aren't we?
"9 years ago? Then you must be..."
Yeah, you finally figure it out, dumbass.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked towards him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with a pity on his face. "Ace, you killed Kabuto, Nijisaki, and Mushashido, didn't you?" "Wait, Nijisaki?" He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused. "Oh, right. Yeah, you don't know that yet. Alright, let me go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kabuto. You talked to Kabuto and managed to convince him to go through door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figured it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the notary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the number 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. You could add 9 to any number, and the digital route wouldn't change. In other words, number 9 could do whatever they wanted. Ace had wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. Number 2, Ace also wanted to have the number 9 bracelet himself, so he could make use of its power. In fact, he later made use of that in the murder of Nijisaki. Number 3, even if his number was been different, Kabuto presented a problem for Ace. Kabuto had known Ace's past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. Before he told anyone, Ace had to silence him. Number 4, but last, and probably most disturbing, Ace had used Kabuto as a test. He wanted to know how serious this notary game was. Was it life and death, or simply a harmless prank? He convinced Kabuto to break the rules so that he might see what happened. That's why you killed Kabuto. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for their missing part of the red, You ran into Nijisaki in the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't recognize that he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed as Snake. That's why you thought Nijisaki was Snake. No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did you... I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remember him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why hasn't he said anything? If he's keeping quiet because he can't see, or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kabuta's bracelet. You waved it over the red, verified your own number, then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over to the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. The poor Nijisaki was dead. Didn't you mean to say Snake is still alive? Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I couldn't say I liked knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would have still hate you very, very much. Well, I don't blame you. Ace's self-duration was frustrating, but then Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued. Last but not least, let's talk about Mushashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said? Oh, the pocket watch. Might I take a look at it? I handed you the pocket watch and you left the room. Ace had been in charge of the nonary project. He would, of course, have known the solution to every puzzle. He followed, then, that he knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All Ace had to do was place the pocket watch into the indentation of the door and unlock it. With the door open, he was able to enter the captain's quarters. Mushashido was there. Next to him was an axe that fairly begged Ace to kill Mushashido with it. He picked up the axe and swung it, burying the blade deep into the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. Afterwards, Ace returned to the chart room as though nothing had happened. There was something I wanted to speak to you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment? With no reason not to, Junpei had followed him to the wheelhouse. When they reached the wheelhouse, Ace slipped his hand into Junpei's vest. He pulled out a piece of paper, the piece of paper that Junpei used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't the piece of paper that Ace was after. His true purpose had been to slip the pocket watch into Junpei's pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. It had far too many flaws, and the wrong word of discovery could have easily toppled it. What made Ace do this? That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out. Mushashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why? Because of this. Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper. Junpei took it and opened it. This is what it said. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0. When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That is why I chose door 1 when I voted. If I went through that door, I knew I would get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice. You meant to kill him from the beginning, then. Mushashido, I mean. I only knew Mushashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was much in the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove that so-called witness. He said confessed everything. An energy he had left him with the truth, and he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor at his feet. But among those revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated. Yes. So it would seem. I was little more than a puppet in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was done, already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Mushashido was delirious from anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen for such a simple trap. I'm quite ashamed of myself. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Did everything he wanted me to do. Yeah. By manipulating Ace, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep blood off his hands. All this for revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nunnery game happened. Am I right, Santa? Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any... There's no... Oh, wait, 7.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Santa,
Cool.
Actually guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
7's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, huh? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Heh. Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nunnery game 9 years ago. I made it out, and so did Snake over there. But there's one thing. No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong.
He's not Zero.
Number 1,
Yes.
I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what? Yeah, sure, I'm helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant. Like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders. Then, if you're not Zero, who is? Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made 1 more mistake. Junpei, just like you said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago? That's why the nunnery game happened? That's not it. Revenge ain't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys are playing the nunnery game. To save someone. Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw.
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went wide as dinner plates, and he spun around towards June. Junpei followed his gaze. She was gone. Where had June been? There was nothing.
She is Zero! I told you! I told you! You bitch!
What the hell?
I told you she was Zero!
Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Seven began to mumble to himself. A strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Ah! My head. It feels like it's gonna pop.
He groaned and fell to his knees.
Seven!
Lotus.
Seven, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
From somewhere far away, all they heard was a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Jeff seemed to have entered a most trance-like state. His words were calm and measured. What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know this already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomena? For two organisms to communicate with one another through the absence of physical contact. The morphogenic field theory.
Hey, Star, is your favorite word?
Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what that experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic. The other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. Building Q had been built to replicate exactly the interior of the Gigantic. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers in the morphogenic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put in the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed in the Gigantic with the receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is all going, Junpei. Where it's all going? Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How do you think Ace has Project Pannosia? How did you know Ace wanted to kill Kabuta and how Ninja Saki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? What about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open that? Well, the answer is that it's easy. He knew because I knew.
What?
A star.
Wait,
Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphogenic field set.
wait.
Simple,
What the
really.
fuck?
What's your relation?
How do I know the alternate futures then?
What's your relation?
Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to bottom, from a single stream of 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information's the same way. It flows from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. And that's why, at the river source in the past, we'll never know downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know the other their information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphogenic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am the 9th letter of the alphabet. but I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0.
We are 0?
Where did she go? June. No, Kane. Where did you go?
Santa! By the way, guys, look into VC.
Why is Clover... Oh,
I
shit.
just finished drawing Alice.
Nice. Freeze.
Oh, nice.
Santa's got a gun.
He's got a gun!
Yes,
He's
pick it
been
up
pretty
and
zero,
watch
bitch,
it.
like a gangster.
Looks like he turned into
Santa
some ace,
got
though.
a gun.
Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head. Get up.
Look at that
Sure isn't
expression.
about to take that gun off with him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through the door, but... What's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He couldn't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell's he thinking? Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to make my wish come true. That's it? He's just gonna give us? What the hell does he mean? Shit, they're out.
Interesting.
Santa and Ace just left.
Wait, are we stuck in... Are we stuck
And now
in
the gate's
incinerator?
shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache's gone, but he seems to be alright. But I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see, the door still opens. Damn. Well, it looks like the store isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean what trapped you? In its sinking
So it would
ship?
seem.
Coupon.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There's only one thing Santa would do right now.
Wait, no. You can't be serious. No, wait, no.
Oh,
No.
but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get through the store 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. We just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That's 8. If there's any other combination that'll work...
Jimmy, can I borrow your pen and notebook? Don't we have, like... We have the extra
Sure, why
pen.
not?
We have the extra thing, don't we?
It's not like I'm gonna need them ever again. She certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. Wait, no. No need to be ripping pages out like that. No, stop!
I just want to say that we are now getting Junpei unfiltered thoughts.
Yeah.
We always
Yeah, we're
say
getting
something
filtered
like
with
this.
that.
We're getting his
Oh,
thoughts on the
you're right.
top screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just...
They're usually on the bottom screen.
Oh, what's going on?
What the hell are you
Dana-
doing, Clover? Give me that.
The narrator
All
is
right,
just
at
here.
least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Ah, there's no way for us to open the door besides leaving her. No,
Lotus.
Clover's here.
shit.
Oh, no. Wait, yeah, you're right.
They're leaving Lotus behind.
Wait.
There's no other way.
Pause. 1 second.
Lotus.
1 second. 4 plus 5, that's 9. 9 plus 6, which is Lotus, that's a 15.
Lotus
5,
is 8.
That's 6. Okay, 18. That's 1 7. Oh, which is 1 plus 7 equals 8. And then
Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
it's okay.
Lotus.
Cool, go on.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you goddamn idiot!
Oh, what the hell
Whoa,
did
where
that
the hell
come
did that come from? Nope,
Oh.
inner thoughts. Looks like she expected that just as much as I did.
With, if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright.
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah. If there were assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Huh?
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
Devin. Did you call
He's
me
right,
an asshole?
I'm not leaving you either.
Me too. But did you just call me an asshole?
You honestly didn't think we'd abandon you, did you?
You're only idiots. But wait,
Act
we
as
can...
tough as you want, Lotus. We
What?
can all see you're about to cry.
Listen, Snake... Snake doesn't need to use his thing, but we also do have the 0 with the 9.
Yeah.
No, number
That being said, however, I doubt we'll be able to open the door anyway, even if we did leave Lotus behind.
Huh?
Huh? Wait.
Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't see what happened, but I was able to guess that he was attempting to do earlier at the Red. This door's combination isn't 9. It's not a 9. Just to see, why don't you give it a shot?
Come on.
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it. You think they changed the settings? Perhaps. Shit. If we can't get through that door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we were able to get that whole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at the door of the 9 on it.
No, we can just
Guess
try
that's it.
random combinations.
The end. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. Felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Though the morphogenic field said we were resonant, we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted onto him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I find myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me. Come on! Over here! That was my brother, Howie. He was screaming. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age. Come on, hurry up! We ran down a long hall and burst into a large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the nunnery game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years ago. Later, we would call him Snake. Hello, everyone. Yes, could you come over here a moment? He was older than most of us, but his voice with authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him. I have a little sister. She's very important to me. Right now, she's over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover. Today is her 9th birthday. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers. I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her that much I cared for her. Since it is her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or sister in the Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love. We need to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that's what the leaves on the 4-leaf clover meant? Faith, trust, luck, and love? Those are the leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you to take one of these. They're a promise between friends. He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say. Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand? When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm.
I like how in that photo, only 2 of the
Yep.
characters didn't look like background NPCs.
Yeah, pretty much. After that, we ran
even
around the
Yamashita
ship
looked like a background NPC.
for a while longer
I-
and opened several of the numbered doors until we found a door with the number 9 on it.
I mean, you can
In fact,
actually see which one of them is Lotus' daughter.
Same
in
background.
fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them. We found them in a chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked around the doors. Before long, we found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, the room had another 9 door on it this time. It was only 1, but there was only 1 door, which meant only 5 people could escape. What are we going to do? There isn't enough doors! We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
For science!
Warning! Warning! Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Its automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. What? What's happening? What did that thing say? It didn't sound good. My brother Owie swallowed hard and answered, I think it means this room's gonna burn. Burn. The plaque on the door says incinerator. The voice said that the incineration was about to start. And incinerate means burn. No! Help me! Abject terror filled the room, as everyone seemed to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened, and a man appeared. He was a huge and frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective, and I'm here to rescue you. The rest happened just as 7 said, as did. The 4 of us stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid into the hall. We came out the other side of the door 9. On the wall opposite of the door was a set of double doors. We went through these and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Owie, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who had gone through the 9 door behind us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my body from time to time to see if they had caught up. That's when I realized. Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present? I knew it would be me when we passed through the vent. Then I must have dropped it when it slid out. I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected all the areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later, I felt a run of wind as they rushed past me, up the staircase.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. Moved as quietly as I could, down, down, down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. There it is! It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the grate. I ran over to snatch it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom, the door of the incineration opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Kentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace. Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back! His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth. Come with me. We have to continue the experiment.
Painfully stupid.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I span around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist. I said, come with me!
For science!
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. No, I don't want to. Let me go. Please let go of me. I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo. Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you! He had heaved my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed. Help me, someone help me! Then suddenly, Kane! The door to the stores flew open, and my brother Owie burst out of it. Behind him was Seven and Snake. Kane! Cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo. You came back! You came back, I cried out. Ha! You're too late, idiot! Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet, looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him, I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With those cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket, then removed 2 bracelets. He waved both of them over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly on the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, walked past me as though I was nothing more than a rock on a road slide. A few moments later, the double door slid shut as well. Frantically, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned and ran towards the door with the 9. Kane! Are you okay? I could hear the voice on the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. Help me! My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed, lonely around the empty room. What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here. Where's Hongo? He went out the other door. What? That's when it started again. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Oh, up there's...
Holy shit! Man, I knew it was gonna say, but that was one creepy voice.
I knew it!
Hey, Star, have you realized why we picked the DS version?
Because this would not work normally on a normal screen, because oh my god.
Yep.
The top screen is Junpei.
And the
bottom screen
is Akane. How would this work? How the hell would this... How would this work on the if you adapt it to a computer but you don't find a way to like fit both screens
in? Hey, Star, can we make a deal?
What?
We need to finish this game, but we're over time.
Yeah, over time.
The way I see it,
we can stop.
Can we do it Friday?
I would say yes, but that's not my decision.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking Star, because like we still gotta get like the poll video prepared, and we gotta let people vote on the poll.
Yeah, but you know,
and we have
also does have the last bit of... You know what? Sure, we should ask.
Because like the way I see it, we'll finish the ending of Purgatory that we're on with him, and then we'll finish the rest of this.
Okay, sure, we can do that.
So it's 2 finales for that one Friday. We'll have all the stuff done, and then we can do Dispatch on that Sunday.
Hell yeah!
Now this time, I'm making a save state instead of saving the game manually.
It's been a fun time. Anyone who's here, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. It's been a great time. We're going to end this here.
Okay, let me test that.
We made some decent art. And we're going to have to see how this goes next time. Oof.
Okay, so Friday is the finale of both things.
Yeah. The end of 2 eras. For now, goodbye.
Then we finally move on.
And we end the stream.
Yeah.
No, wait. Not that button. This button. 3, 2...